Muted. Well, hello everybody, and welcome to the second and final part of our after show with Sommal and James, or as the real names go, Gary and Nick.
I'm getting my name changed, so I'm getting it to Sommal.
Okay, interesting.
I already have the ukulele.
Okay, so
Have
a
a
little bit of explaining what this is. Basically, the other part of the party decided to sleep this in-game day slash night, and that's why we need to go and do this side adventure of James and Somar, who had no idea of the party's intention or where they went. So that in week 11 they don't actually need to wait 3 hours until they finish their actions. So guys, what happened last time? Let's ask James. James, what happened last time?
So last time, me and Sommal had met up at the blacksmith. We had been hiding in a ruined building for the most part. Then we managed to move into the blacksmith, kill the two orcs, and retrieve the silver anvil, which is supposedly capable of crafting a powerful magic item. From there, we, with the help of Dragon Tooth or Fang?
Dragon Fang.
Dragon
And
Fang,
by the way,
just shrink
turn your
it.
camera a bit down. It's like, again, your face is... Go
Okay.
wait, like that.
Okay. From there, we got the anvil, shrunk it a little bit with his sword, and then we moved south to this temple that was dedicated to the five aesthetics. I forget what you named them. Ascended. And yeah, they were evil, and we are now hiding out in there after drinking some healing water that refreshed us, and now we're ready to go through the night. And that's about all.
Some more. What do you have to add to this?
about 1,000 pages of lore.
Yeah, right?
But yeah, other than to add to that, just pretty much like this anvil has like PMT, and if you take it certain places, it doesn't like to be there, and it's causing me a bit of a headache, to be perfectly honest. However, it's not hurting my back anymore because I can carry it, so that's a bonus.
Yeah, so how did you guys figure out, who carries it and the hammer? Because I know you talked about that off stream.
Yeah, we ended up that I carry the anvil and the hammer because Nick can't carry much more. And I am right that the anvil was 20 and the hammer was 5.
Okay, interesting. What is Bob doing in all of this? How do you think Bob is feeling about the little side adventure? And just like a specification, Bob is the goblin companion of Sommal the Bard.
I don't know, let's ask him. Bob, how are you finding this adventure?
Well, I'm gonna let you answer for him.
Let me answer for Bob.
Yeah, what does Sommal think Bob is going through?
I think Bob would possibly be a little bit confused at the fact that he's having to fight goblins for the first time. However, at the same time, I think he might kind of understand because he was once under the women call of the necromancer. So he'd probably understand how this all works in goblin mindset and culture. And he's seen a really, really shiny thing, which may fascinate him to beyond control. However, I think he's probably starting to wonder why there's only 2 of us when every single time we've all been together, there's always been like 5.
Okay, interesting. So, let's continue on then. Let's change this so people can see our map, I think. Yep. So our very, very badly drawn map.
However, it is cock-free.
Yes, it is cock-free this time. So, you guys went. This is like the rendition of the temple. So, you guys were in the temple. You just drank the special water that you stole from the nymph's pond, and it
I think stealing is a bit
refreshed
harsh.
you. It completely refreshed you and gave you, like healed you a bit as well. Let's do an HP check on you guys. What I have written down here, we have Sommal at 29 out of 29.
Yeah.
And we have James at 31.
Yes, that matches my record.
One thing we do need to know is when you said that we're refreshed, am I refreshed for spells or not?
Not. No, it's like you feel like you've slept an entire night. Like, imagine the weariness you felt from like carrying an anvil so much. Like your back hurt, your hands were aching, your feet couldn't move much. You wanted to rest. As soon as you drank that, you feel like you just woke up. But you didn't actually sleep.
So you're trying to tell me that my character wouldn't want to sleep right now, even though he knows he needs to sleep to get spells?
I'm telling you that you can do whatever you want, but you just feel refreshed. Like you feel extraordinarily good. You have.
And what time did we finish up on? Did we say it was about 8 o'clock or something like that?
I think we said like 8 p.m. or something like
But
that.
it was just starting to get dark, and we were discussing whether we were to go and do something now or wait until the night, weren't we?
If I remember correctly, you said something of the likes that you wanted to move to the Hall of Heretics, but it's best to do it at night. So I think you waited until 8 p.m.
We said either the Hall of Heretics.
Said something
or
about the Mage Tower.
Yeah.
Or the Mage Tower, sorry. I didn't remember which was which. You guys should know better than me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We just said there was two places we could go: the Hall of Heretics or the Mage Tower. And then I mentioned the magic word that all rogues like, loot. And we decided we were going to the Mage Tower.
Pretty much.
Especially hidden loot as well. That was probably the bonus word.
Okay. So, what do you guys do then?
So is it dark at 8 o'clock or just getting dark?
It's getting dark. The sun is setting.
So
You can see like fires around. Especially a very big bonfire in the castle area in the middle. Even from your position right now, it can be seen. Like there's a very big light coming from the castle area.
Looks like they might be trying to burn down their castle.
Besides, there are different like little fires there and there. You can see the smoke drifting off in the sky.
So Sommal, what do you want to do? Friend, do you want to leave now or wait a little while?
I still think we should possibly wait until it's a little bit darker. However, the orcs and goblins have good sight at night, so maybe when there's just a little bit of shadow might actually be the most opportune time.
I nod. I
feel great.
As do I. It feels amazing.
Okay, so
I don't know what was in my bottle.
However, the problem that we have now is I am very low on trickery, so we have to be careful.
Okay.
And I literally have one heal. Well, I can cast a few other things, but pretty much one heal left, and one level 0 spell, such as Ghost Sound. However, I can still use my ukulele and other bardic powers.
It doesn't matter what time of day it is, I can still stab people in the back pretty well. So we should be alright if we play it safe.
Just have to make sure that we stab them and actually hit them this time.
Yes.
Oh no, it's not there yet. We have to get past midnight though.
What happens past midnight? Alright. So, did we wait a while?
Okay, so you go to the mage tower. Or where
Do
do
you
you
want to
go?
go? Wait,
Yeah,
do we
we'll
go
go.
now, Sommal, or do we wait?
Yeah, we'll go now. Like I said, the orcs have like night vision and stuff like that. So if we wait until it's too dark, they'll get probably more of an advantage than we would.
Okay.
Okay.
The question is, do you want to scout the whole heretics on the way, or just make our way the safest way to the mage tower?
I say that we mess with the whole heretics once we have the entire crew together for the alchemist fire, unless that you wish to take
I know,
the
I
alchemist
just meant
fire
just
for
like
ourselves
just-
and do something with it.
just have a look. Oh, I'd be ashamed if a bottle of alchemist's fire ended up inside of a building that had no windows open, wouldn't it? Meta level gameplay. Let's set the whole town on fire. Everybody's left.
Yeah, we'll take a look as we walk by.
Yeah,
I don't
like
know
I
if
said,
we necessarily
I
want to
don't
go
mean-
inside without
Yeah,
your
no,
trickery.
I
But we'll
just
take a
mean
look
just-
at it as we
Yeah,
pass.
just scout.
Okay. So you scout around the Hall of Heretics and then go to the mage tower.
Yeah.
Yeah, on the way
Great.
though, I say I also want to kind of show you something. As I look towards the marketplace, do I see
Now
any
it's not the
fires?
time to develop the relationship like that, James. Put it away. No, sorry, seriously.
He shakes his head at you. Says, "Save that for your goblin bard." And is there any fire near the marketplace?
No. Doesn't seem like it.
Let's stop in there first. There's something that I saw earlier, and I want you to take a look at.
Okay.
So we go to the marketplace first.
Okay. So, let's see. You guys go to the marketplace first. Let's take out our map. Yeah, it's pretty easy from the temple. It's a straight shot. You don't see many coming here. You see like a couple of bonfires. One second. Okay, you see a couple of bonfires on the way, campfires and such, but they're not that many, and you kind of manage to avoid them successfully. As you see a couple of patrols around, but again they're kind of banding around those bonfires, so it's very easy to patrol them. It is very dark, like it's very dark. It's kind of hard to figure out where you're going, but you know that the marketplace is basically a straight shot from where you are to the castle, so you kind of guide yourselves by that. And you make it to the edge of the marketplace. You can see inside. You're basically at the edge of a house, peering inside, and you can see a couple of lights coming from a tent area in the middle.
I point at the tent and I say there was a figure that was going into that tent. Whenever he left, there was something darker about him. I don't know what it was, but whenever I went to touch it, James kind of pauses. I just couldn't.
What, you couldn't touch the tent?
I was too scared to touch the tent.
Might be magic. What, you really think there's something important in there?
I have a gut feeling.
Alright. So whereabouts, which tent are we talking about on here?
The one in the middle.
Well, the one in the middle. And where do we see these
With the
fires and
lights.
tricky?
You see the lights coming from around. Eerie cold blue lights, like the lights that you saw in like the lights you saw in the temple room of Sil.
Yeah, shit, then we're not going in there. Okay, can we spend a couple of minutes just to see if there's any activity other than lights?
Yeah, do me both a spot check.
Spot was +2, remember, yep.
You don't see anything. nothing seems to be moving or alive in there.
And
But the lights are moving around the tent.
does Bob see anything? Because he might actually be able to see better than us, just with it getting darker. 'Cause obviously
It's like a light there, even though it's like this. It's not that good of a light. It's still a light, so his dark vision wouldn't necessarily come into play
it's
right now.
kicked in yet, yeah.
Like basically, what dark vision is like when you guys wouldn't be able to do any kind of spot check, he would.
Yeah.
That's like the mechanical effect of it.
Mhm.
No, he doesn't see anything.
Can you describe the figure that you saw to me?
Hunched over. He was an orc, no, Chucky?
He seemed to be. He was a hunched over hooded
Cloak.
figure that
Yeah.
moved with orcs.
There was something about it. I don't know. I don't want to say that he was the necromancer, but the necromancer is supposedly not here.
Well, I think we'd know if the necromancer was here. There wouldn't be many living things.
James, you have seen the necromancer before. It does not look like that at all. Like you are the only one in the party who has seen the necromancer before.
When I saw the necromancer, like, I had never seen him before, had I?
Before that, no.
Okay.
So he's a sight you would remember. Like he's a sight that you would remember from 1,000 people. You could pick him out.
Okay. Check that. Never would have said that. I don't know. He was some weird figure. Clearly something revered by the orcs to be guarding him, or to be traveling with him.
Well, he's clearly camped here for the night, so we can come again at morning. Just if he is something powerful or spellcaster, then we either need lots of people or me to be at full strength, because I can't even turn invisible to go and look. So everything that I could do would create noise.
Very well. Let's continue on then.
Okay, so now my question is, how do you guys run around this? Like, do you go beneath, like basically you're around here? Do you go, sorry, not this, like this corner here. Do you go around here through the marketplace, or like this?
Well, we still want to take a look at the Hall of Heretics, so we would go
So you
along
go
this
like
way.
Yeah, but we're talking literally like eye line of the Hall of Heretics. We're not particularly interested in like ending up outside of the Hall of Heretics, if you know.
Okay, so yeah, you take your way along the Hall of Heretics. You don't see anything, just a big like. Do you know the Parthenon in Athens?
Yeah.
That is how the front of the Hall of Heretics looks like, but it has actual walls on its sides, and it does look like it hosts a building inside. It looks like a two-story of a long hall, like one long hall and then another one above it, and then there's a little minaret and there's a little tower on top of it.
Is it a tower, like a big tower, or just a little turret?
No, just a big half of the building, basically, of the tower. It's not that big, but it could hold
Several hundred portions of Alchemist fire.
Yeah, that's what I said. The tower, and I'm like, that's probably where the fire is up there. Yeah.
And again, can we get to some vantage point and have a look around here?
You wanna? Okay. Yeah, well, as I said, the house is all around, so there's easily to find like a house with a better view. Seeing as it is night, you don't see as much, but yeah, you get up again. You see a couple of lights around. You can see a lot of movement and lights on. Do me a spot check, both of you. It doesn't even matter if you do it. Bob points it out.
Good Bob.
Yeah, Bob is better than all of you. Bob points out at the ruined noble house and says, "Orcs and goblins, many." And you kind of like, as he points out, you kind of see them. Like you see a lot of figures inside of the ruined noble house.
2 or 1?
A lot of figures.
in Noble House 2 or Noble House
No,
1?
in the ruined noble house.
Oh,
The one
ruined.
directly in front of you.
And
Basically directly north of you.
how big is this ruined Norman house?
It is a big dome that has parts of its roof like down, basically. There are a lot of figures inside. It's pretty big. Like it's a
And how ruined is it?
football stadium big.
It's football. You said the freaking temple was football stadium big.
No, half football stadium. This is even bigger. This is even bigger.
Chucky's making it up as he goes.
You may want to rescale them up then.
I'm trying to explain them to you, like as I imagine them, like as I have them in my mind.
Yeah. Like I said,
good.
how destroyed is the house?
Sorry, what?
How destroyed is the house? Like, are the inside of a house with no roof and hardly
They're
any
inside
wall?
of basically a dome, from what you can figure out. You can see like a lot of structures that have been added to it. Like you can see houses that have basically been torn down, and the bricks now they're like covering a hole there. It looks like the whole structure has been reinforced. Basically looks like a big fucking dome. Nothing left of the structures inside.
Yeah. I just whisper in Goblin and then to James. That's probably the command post or the barracks of some sort.
Didn't one of them? Didn't our man say something about like a infantry house or something?
Do me a intel check.
I mean, I myself remember somebody
Like
saying
if you
something
don't
about it.
remember, I want to see something. Just do me an intel check. Okay. You like whatever information you have, that's the information you have. But
Might have jumped my memory a little bit.
Bob tags Sommal. Women and children there.
Oh dear.
Look, and points at like little goblins and orc females standing near a fire.
On fire.
Near a fire.
Near a fire.
I turn to Sommal and say, "Our future soldiers down there."
Then no, there's not much future left for these people. Let's just move on.
James gives a dark smile and walks down the stairs.
Okay. So you walk down the stairs, and now you go to the mage tower.
Are they tied up, Chucky?
No, near a fire. They're literally near a fire. Like they are warming
It's like the
themselves
family
near a
of the
fire.
warriors.
Oh, so
Tied up.
they don't look like prisoners.
No, they look like normal orc women and.
Oh, sorry. I
children,
thought you meant like
The family of
women
the
with
warriors.
children. Sorry, I took that wrong. I thought they were the next people in line to get raped.
I mean, there are a couple of human slaves. They're
Yeah.
out.
Oh, sorry. I thought this was the whole rape scenario again, and there was a lot of human women and children. Sorry, I completely misread that wrong, so I wouldn't have said what I said. However, at the same time, I don't see any use for knowing that the women are there. So, however,
That's why I said our future soldiers down there.
yeah, sorry.
Under there.
Yeah. I thought you meant our
Or their
future soldiers. I know. I thought. You
yeah,
meant
whenever
our
I
future
said that,
soldiers,
I
like,
meant
they were
their
slaves,
future
and we were going to
soldiers.
set them free, and they were going to fight. Yeah, I think we've all got a little bit muddled there.
I meant their future soldiers, like the kids with the soldiers one day.
They are Bob's future wives.
Okay, so
Raven Village.
you guys move towards the mage tower.
I would
Now-
just point out to James though, while we were quickly whispering and discussing it, that that might be an interesting thing to play, an interesting card to play if the women are all based around here.
Maybe. I know it crushes a man's morale to watch his family burn.
Yeah, but orcs are different to men. Very different to men.
I don't think it
Just
would
like
matter.
pointing this out.
Yeah, I would
Because
say I know
they-
every type of orc's different, but I'm going under the
pointing this out because you are aware of orc society.
yeah.
You spend time in it. Orcs literally, there are two things they hold to heart, only two things, and the things they pride with and they makes up their society.
Yeah.
Lands, women, and children.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah.
Sorry, three things, but yeah.
Yeah, the same. Well, the same things are linked. Yeah, but yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah.
I mean, I think it would bother any creature to watch its young die. It's just nature.
Yeah. But some orc women are stronger than most men, so need to bear.
They like them beefy.
Yeah. But yeah, we shall continue sneaking.
Okay. You sneak about, as I said, night is like you are surprised how easy it is to sneak about. Like it's so obvious. Maybe after 20 years of patrolling and such, they're not thinking that anybody will come, at least inside of the city, and they're not paying that much attention, and it's very, very easy to move about.
Oh, darkness, my friend, you returned to me.
Yep. You make it to the mage tower, but you're not necessarily at the mage tower yet, but you kind of start feeling weird. It's like eerie feeling, not fear, not dread, just like an eerie feeling.
Whenever I start to feel this, I say there's fucking magic here.